Table Mountain is a flat-topped mountain forming a prominent landmark overlooking the city of Cape Town in South Africa. It is a significant tourist attraction, with many visitors using the cableway or hiking to the top. The mountain forms part of the Table Mountain National Park, and part of the lands formerly ranged by Ko-speaking clans, such as The Urias. It is home to a large array of mostly endemic fauna and flora. The main feature of Table Mountain is the level plateau approximately 3 kilometers higher than the cable station at the western end of the plateau. The cliffs of the main plateau are split by Platteklip Gorge, which provides an easy and direct ascent to the summit and was the route taken by Antonio de Saldanha on the first recorded ascent of the mountain in 1503. The flat top of the mountain is often covered by orographic clouds, formed when a southeasterly wind is directed up the mountain slopes into colder air, where the moisture condenses to form the so-called tablecloth of cloud. Legend attributes this phenomenon to a smoking contest between the devil and a local pirate called Van Hunks. When the tablecloth is seen, it symbolizes the contest. Table Mountain is at the northern end of a sandstone mountain range that forms the spine of the Cape Peninsula that terminates approximately 50 kilometers to Hout Bay. The eastern side of this portion of the peninsula's mountain chain, extending from Devil's Peak, the eastern side of Table Mountain, and the back table to Constantia Neck, does not have single name, as on the western side. It is better known by the names of the conservation areas on its lower slopes: Groot Schuur Estate, Newlands Forest, Kirstenbosch Botanical Gardens, Cecilia Park, and Constantia Neck. The upper approximately 600-meter rocks belonging to the two lowermost layers of the Cape Fold Mountains, the uppermost, and younger of the two layers, consist of extremely hard quartzitic sandstone, commonly referred to as Table Mountain Sandstone. Lower layer, known as the Graffwater Formation, consist of distinctively maroon-colored mudstones, which were laid down in much thinner horizontal strata than the Table Mountain Sandstone strata. Above it, the Graffwater rocks can best be seen just above the contour path on the front of Table Mountain, and around Devil's Peak. They can also be seen in the cutting along Chapman's Peak Drive. These rocks are believed to have originated in shallow tidal flats, in which a few Ordovician fossils and fossil tracks have been preserved. The overlying TMS probably arose in deeper water, either as a result of subsidence or a rise in the sea level. The Graffwater rocks rest on the basement consisting of Cape Granite, Devil's Peak, Signal Hill, the City Bowl and much of the Cape Flats. However, rest on heavily folded and altered phyllites and hornfelsers known informally as the Malmesbury Shales. The Cape Granite and Malmesbury Shales form the lower, gentler slopes of the Table Mountain range on the Cape Peninsula. They are of late Precambrian age, predating the Graffwater rocks by at least 40 million years. The basement rocks are not nearly as resistant to weathering as the TMS, but significant outcrops of the Cape Granite are visible on the western side of Lion's Head and elsewhere on the peninsula. The weathered granite soil of the lower slopes of the Peninsula mountain range are more fertile than the nutrient-poor soils derived from TMS. Most of the vineyards found on the Cape Peninsula are therefore found on these granitic slopes of the Table Mountain range. The mountain owes its tabletop flatness to the fact that it is a syncline mountain, meaning that it once was the bottom of a valley. The anticline, or highest point of the series of folds that Table Mountain was once part of, lay to the east, but that has been weathered away, together with the underlying softer Malmesbury Shale and granite basement, to form the Cape Flats. The Cape Flats form the isthmus that connects the Cape Peninsula to the mainland. The Fold Mountains reappear as the Hottentots Holland mountain range on the mainland side of the Cape Flats. What has added to the mountain's tabletop flatness is that it consists entirely of the very hard lower layer of the Table Mountain Sandstone Formation. Originally this was topped by a thin glacial tillite layer, known as the Paqui Formation, above which was the upper layer of Table Mountain Sandstone. Both these layers, but especially the tillite layer, are softer than the lower layer of Table Mountain Sandstone. When these softer layers eroded away, like a cream topping on a cake, they left a very hard, flat erosion-resistant quartzitic sandstone platform behind which, today, forms Table Mountain's top. Table Mountain is the northernmost end of a 50-kilometer-long and Lion's Head Signal Hill in the north. Table Mountain forms the highest point of this range. The range runs parallel to the OTH